It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall, and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine, ever.
What's up, T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea All Shade Basketball Wives Orlando Season 1, Episode 9 review. Let's get into this episode. So the episode begins with Nique telling her mom who she looks exactly like. OMG. I couldn't tell if her mom was mixed or like Puerto Rican. She looks like she might be like Puerto Rican Latin or something like that. But her mom is literally the light-skinned version of her. Literally, they got the same face and everything. She gets her skin color from her father, and we'll see her father on next week's episode. But she and her mom are really close. Her mom is in town to see her, and she tells her mom about how she found out that Mulan was, telling people her business and how it really hurt her. And so her mama suggests that she, that Mulan may not know how to be friends with women, and that she should, just talk to her. And I get where the mama's coming from because Mulan is young. She is younger than all the girls. I think she might be the youngest. I think she's like 23 years old or whatever the case may be. And I know a lot of people be saying that she looks older than what she is. I think it's just, the enhancements that she's gotten that makes her look older because she's very voluptuous. I think if she didn't have all that going on with her body, she would look, 23 because she does have a baby face. So after that, we find out that she feels alone, that Nique feels alone, even though she's there with Dwayne. He's always with his family, his peoples, because his brother just got, pow-powed and unalived or whatever. And, she spends most of her time just trying to be there for him. And like her mama said, you might need to, take a step back and focus on you and get you together. Like you pouring your all into this man. And, she young and she got to realize that, girl, you doing all of this and you just the girlfriend, girl. You are just the girlfriend. You got a whole child that you need to be focusing on, your career you need to be focusing on. You got this television show. I understand you love this man or whatever, but you just cannot be pouring your all into somebody because then that's how you end up getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that she took heed to what her mama was trying to tell her. So then we see Megan meet up with Nique. Nique felt some type of way when she went to Megan's live podcast and saw that she was interviewing her ex 4 from Black Ink Crew Chicago. So we find out that after the podcast taping, that Nique actually got to have a conversation backstage with 4, and it seemed like, they just, came to a mutual understanding, even hugged each other, and I'm happy about that. I didn't like what she said about him in that live, calling him the F word and stuff like that. But I'm glad that they were able to come to some sort of, like I said, agreement, understanding, whatever. That was really good for them. I feel like they both needed that. But Nique was like, I feel like you were being messy. And Megan was like, I'm sorry, there was no intent to embarrass you. I wouldn't do that, And she was like, but it wasn't about you and this, that, and the third or whatever. But I still feel like Megan could have gave that girl a heads up. You could have gave her a heads up. That's, you just don't want nobody to feel awkward or uncomfortable. And, especially with everything that's going on. And, she was his last like public girlfriend. She could have just gave her a heads up at the end of the dang on day. So Nique accepts her apology, and Megan then brings up Ashley and how she found out that Ashley was saying a bunch of negative stuff at the taping, saying, like, why are we here? This is nasty. This is gross. This, that, and the third. And I would feel some type of way too, because if this is not your thing, you could have just left instead of just sitting there talking ish the whole time. Leave. If this is not your cup of tea, everything ain't for everybody, but you ain't got to sit up there and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame Megan for wanting to confront her. Morgan, little sister Lisa is in town, and the little sister look like the big sister, but they're very, very close. Very, very close. When her sister walks in the house, Morgan just jumps on her and leaps into her arms and just hugs her. You can tell they're very, very close. And I love Morgan's tattoos going down her back all the way down to her booty. I was like, yes, girl, serve us back tats. So they sit down and talk, and she tells her sister about how Ashley leaked her address. And how her ex is trying to reduce his support, and how he hasn't been seeing their kids and everything. Like, the girl is just going through a lot. Like, and you can tell, like, she is just depleted. You can see it all in her eyes. Like, Morgan has the saddest eyes ever. Like, everything about her just seems sad. And it's so sad and unfortunate to watch everything that she's going through. Because that's a lot, to be raising your kids on your own, and their father has just up and decided, I'm not going to be a dad no more. And he got a whole new family that he's with and taking care of. And it's just like, F my old kids. You know what I'm saying? And then he not trying to help out financially. It's just a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I feel real bad for her. And then on top of that, having Ashley adding to the mess and going way above being petty and catty. Like, you trying to ruin my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, this goes way deeper than some reality show mess between two women. The stuff that Ashley is doing is diabolical. Like, this is the type of stuff that'll get your head knocked off your shoulders. Like, for real talk. And I don't understand how Morgan ain't whooped her A yet. But Ashley the type that ain't gonna do nothing but call the police and press charges. So it's just like, why even go through the headache? But Morgan tells her sister that I'm starting to go back to that dark space. And we find out that in the past, she had attempted to unalive herself. And that she suffers from depression, so all of what she's got going on, coupled with depression and, unaliving herself thoughts, that's a lot. That is a lot. And I feel really bad for her, but I'm happy that she has a sister that, is willing to be there for her and help her out no matter what, because she really needs that love and support for what she got going on. And I'm happy that, she knows that she has to choose herself, and choose happiness, and that harming herself is not going to help the situation whatsoever. Then we see Ashley meet up with Danielle and ask her to be a part of her charity for autism and kids on the spectrum. And Danielle was like, Morgan is one of my best friends. You guys have had your interactions with each other, but this is for kids on the spectrum. And that's way more important than any catty female drama that we got going on in our group. I ain't like that response at all. I'm just going to be honest with you, because I feel like the lengths that Ashley has gone against someone that you just literally said is one of your best friends. And with the stuff that Ashley has done to Morgan, this goes way beyond some catty mess. No, like, you effing with my life, my children. You know what I'm saying? Like, giving this man my address, come to find out he got DV charges that were pressed against him with the chick that he with now. Like, you can't play with people like that. Like, you shouldn't even be involved, period. Then the fact that you was setting this man up with other women while they were married, like, this is craziness that Ashley's doing. So yeah, this is for charity, but I'm not going to disrespect or risk my friendship just to participate in a charity event. If it's that serious, I'll do my own charity event for people on the spectrum. But no, I would have literally told her, no, thank you for the invite, but no, I value my friendship and the things that you have done to my friend, I could never F with you on that type of level because you've already shown me what type of person that you are. So I'm not mad at Morgan for how she's going to respond to Danielle on next week's episode, because that's fugazi. Like, that's some fake mess to me. Like, you fold that easy? Like, where does your loyalty really lie? And then just to chalk up the things that Ashley has done to her as some catty mess. Yeah, nah, I can't rock with that. So Lyndzie has her gender reveal at the sugar factory. Her husband is there. He's acting a lot better than how he was on that first episode, child, that he aired on. Somebody must have talked to him about how he embarrassed that girl. So, all the ladies, majority of the ladies, come to support her. It's a really nice event, and she finds out that she's having a little girl. So congratulations to Lyndzie. Ashley has her event. It's a huge success. Danielle came and participated. Mulan participated. Mackenzie was there. It was a really nice event. So Megan goes out with her boyfriend and tells him how, things with her mom went when they sat down, and how she felt like her mama was coming at her sideways, saying this, that, and the third about how she is and how she gonna end up and all this stuff. And he keep pressing the issue about them reconciling. And she like, dude, you don't get it. Like, you ain't never even met my mama. So how you got a lot to say about somebody you ain't even met for yourself? And I understand family means something to you, but I tried. You know what I'm saying? And I was happy when she was like, if this is going to be an issue for you, let me know right now. Like, so we can just break up. And he was like, oh, I'm not dating your mother. Okay, well, if you ain't dating my mama, then leave it the F alone. Like, he was getting on my nerves. It was kind of weird. It was starting to make me feel like, are you going to use this as an excuse to break up with me? Like, because this is weird, this fixation that you have. But he, say he want to be with her, and they stay together. So Nique meets with Mulan on a park bench and tell her don't tell her business to nobody moving forward. I didn't even like the fact that Nique had to be the one to initiate the conversation. Like, Mulan, girl, you are in the wrong. You did her wrong. You should have been walking up, sitting down. Hey, how you doing? I'm so sorry for, telling your business, this, that, and the third. Like, the fact that she even had to initiate the conversation shows your immaturity level. So Mulan say, I'm young, I haven't had many friends, and you know that. And then she started crying, and she says that it's all lies and the girls are trying to pit them against each other. Like, how are they lying on you when Danielle literally said verbatim what you told her, and Nique knew that it was true because you were the only person that knew that. So how are you saying people lying on you? Like, I'm so confused with the fact that she's not taking responsibility for real for what she did. You know what I'm saying? It was weird to me. And Nique, forgives her and, chalks it up to her being young and all of this type of stuff. And I was like, okay, girl, all right, I guess. And then at the end of the episode, we see that Danielle had a meeting with her attorney about a separation agreement between her and Rashad. But she found out that he's trying to make it seem like she's aggressive, and he showed text messages between them. And I guess, where, she was going off on some rah-rah type of stuff. And so now he's threatening to get a restraining order against her, which could affect her relationship with her kids and him getting full custody. So she's going through it now with her BD. And she says that how she's been trying to reach out to Morgan, but Morgan hasn't been answering her phone calls. And that's not like her. And so she's confused on what's going on. I'm like, girl, how you don't know what's going on and what you did, I think she even mentioned it, like, I hope she not mad about me doing a little charity event or whatever, but I would feel some type of way, especially with you knowing what I'm going through and that this girl has participated in what I'm going through, and you gonna go and help her with a charity event. Make it make sense, dog. But even with the little clip that we see from next week's episode, Morgan wasn't mean to her. She still spoke to her. But it seems to me like Morgan, one of them people much like myself, once I peep game, I ain't gonna be mean to you, but I'm gonna fall all the way back. It ain't gonna be like it was, because now I know that I just feel like I can't trust you, with my feelings, with my life, with what I got going on. And that's just, it is what it is at this point. That's just like Morgan going to kick it with Mackenzie. Like, what? No, we're not doing that. Overall though, I'm going to give this week's episode of Basketball Wives Orlando, I'm going to give this week's episode a B+. It was a really good episode. Much better than Basketball Wives, I must say. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.